Wait, free parking downtown Slow? Just park in the new structure at Napomo and Palm. And dine at La Esquina, Mama's Meatball or Mistura. And get 2 hours of validated parking. Free parking downtown Slow. Park, eat, validate, done. Learn more at slowfreeparking.com.
You're Up and Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Is here.
Up and Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Happy Wednesday. Smack dab middle of the week. It is hump day in SoCal. Thank you so much for being Up and Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. All right. This weekend, the gates are opening across San Luis Obispo County for the 6th annual Open Farm Days. What started as a single day of farm tours has grown into one of Central Coast's most celebrated agritourism events. For one weekend, locals, visitors alike can step behind the scenes and experience where their food actually comes from. Olive orchards, mushroom farms, gelato makers, ranches, beekeepers, farmers, makers, the people who wake up, likely when it's dark outside, work through the heat and help feed our community. Well, they're rolling back the gates. They're inviting us in. Let's go. Coming up, we're going to talk to 3 people helping make that happen. Jennifer Tallent, Groves on 41, good friend of the show. Also, Chris Batlle of Mighty Cap Mushrooms and Niccolo Lekai. Known him forever. It's going to be great to catch up with Leo as we talk gelato and more. God, we're going to talk about the magic behind olive oil. Gourmet mushrooms and tours of the, I was going to call it a factory. It's not a factory. It's a full-on farm. Also, authentic Italian gelato and even more. I'm excited to see what Leo's been up to. We're going to get into what visitors can expect during Open Farm Days, starting Friday night and then going on into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Why thousands have already registered for this year's completely free event, and how a family olive farm, a mushroom operation that I remember seeing it in his garage, and also a Paso gelato company have become part of a growing movement connecting people to the land, to the food, to the stories behind it all. That is coming up today on Up and Adam. I could not be more excited. Before we get into today's show, I want to thank my friends at Benny's Pizza for being Up and Adam, because there are pizza spots and then there are places where it's like you feel like a story is unfolding. And that's exactly what it's like when you're hanging out at Benny's. We're talking that Detroit-style pizza. Yes, that thick, crispy, pan-fried crust, sauce on top, bottom, don't matter. Flavor in every single bite. And now with happy hour, they're a go-to hang spot. Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30, $3.50 domestic cans, $2 off premium beer and wine, plus food specials that hit the spot. Also, don't sleep on the patio. And I always say that wrong, because literally don't sleep on their patio, but I meant it figuratively. You know what I mean? Like perfect for, of course, graduation right now, Father's Day around the corner, corporate hangs. Just get in there for lunch. Get a slice, salad, Coke, out. Back at work, easy. It's cheap. Check them out. Love them. Upper Monterey, 1601 Monterey Street. Check out Benny's Pizza. Call them up, 439-3838. Order up, baby. Benny's Pizza. It's not just where you eat. It is where you land.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, this weekend, SLO County's agricultural community is throwing open the gates for the 6th annual Open Farm Days. And if you've ever wondered where your food comes from, this is your chance to find out. All across the county, farms, ranchers, growers, makers, the producers, they're inviting the public behind the scenes. We're talking, listen to this, I'm gonna tell you everyone participating this weekend. 46 Ranch, Ambeth Estate, Bocabella Farms, Camp Funny Farm, Cavalli Estates, City Farm SLO, DW Farms Native Plant Nursery, Giving Tree Family Farm, Green Love, Hamley Lavender Farm, Harris Stage Lines, Jack Creek Farm, Kyler Ridge, Leo Gelato, Margarita Adventures, Mighty Cap Mushrooms, Olea Farm, our global family farm, Sierra Honey Farm, Tallent Farms, Templeton Olive Oil, and the Groves on 41, all opening their doors for a weekend of tours, tastings, demos, workshops, animals, olive oil, gelato, mushrooms, honey, lavender, like whatever. It's really the people that make this county tick, our farmers. Representing that incredible community today, 3 of the faces behind the movement. Jennifer Tallent, who's been on the show, Groves on 41. My boy Chris Batlle, Mighty Cap Mushrooms in the house. Also, Niccolo, Lekai. Long time no see to him. I can't wait to get into this chat. He's from Leo, here to talk about open farm days, agritourism, and what it takes to build a family business beyond the ground up, and why thousands of people are already getting ready to spend their weekend meeting their farmers. You ready to go? Let's drop in.
Cheers.
To the farmers.
Yeah.
Now, JT reminded me before we cracked the mics that we literally were doing this 1 year ago today.
1 year ago.
That's insane.
We have to make sure we get that 1 year selfie again.
Yeah, and very different studio, yes?
I love
Beautiful.
it. This is awesome.
You guys love this Local Studios?
Yes.
And it's nice in here. This AC is clutch.
Yeah,
buddy.
I know.
Like,
AC, not bad at all.
yeah.
This is pretty cool. Well, because remember when I was in the Timbre studios over there, in the beginning, I was in that whiskey kind of room.
Yeah.
And that was on that one half of the building that was kind of chill because of the barrels and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when I moved to the front, I love having that AC just like, let's let it rip.
Yeah.
What is it like at home right now in the North County? Is it pretty warm right now or
It's
what?
pretty toasty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All of us are in North County.
We
yeah.
are.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all melting.
Yeah.
Which is good for business.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, you're in the gelato business. I heard. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, climate change is good.
Yeah, right,
Bring it on.
Who says he loves global warming? The gelato dude.
Yeah.
I know. I love it. That's so funny. How have you been, Niccolo? It's great to see you.
Yeah, things going really well. We went through a rebrand a couple of years ago and kind of gave the whole business a bit of a facelift. But we're really excited to be partnered up with FARMstead, which is actually, we've been with Lynette, close to, I think, the beginning.
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. And this weekend, we're excited to be participating for the first time with Open Farm Day.
How many years has Leo Gelato?
Yeah, 2010 is when we started up. So, but it's been a crazy journey. I'm still just hankered down on 911 21st Street.
Why the rebrand? Like, what was the impetus for just kind of like a rebirth, a reimagining in a way?
It wasn't resonating with people the way that we kind of hoped it would. And it was very, I don't know, it wasn't very lively. It wasn't as well thought through. This rebrand took us a year to conceptualize and then 2 years to execute.
What does it mean to rebrand a gelato company? Your stuff has always tasted great.
Yeah,
and been awesome.
Yeah, the flavor profiles haven't changed. The recipes haven't changed. Actually, I would almost argue that it's improved, especially with all the other partnerships that we've curated since we started. But no, it was just more along the lines that people were calling us Leo, not Leo Gelato. You know, we want to get into ice cream, so we figured let's be more of a frozen dessert manufacturer and less focus on just gelato.
So you're not just doing gelato?
No, we're doing ice cream now too.
I love this
do
rebrand.
vegan products. We're actually even co-packing. I've been really wanting to help other companies, other brands, actualize their concepts and help them get into the market because, it's a difficult industry to be in, and I've got a lot of battle scars, and I just want to help other people.
So you noticed people were calling it Leo, not Leo Gelato.
Yep.
And you almost kind of reflected back onto them what you began hearing from them.
Yeah.
And now you're just called Leo.
With the exclamation mark.
That's pretty smart because we used to talk about that in radio. Like, you're always trying to like reinvent and do this and that is like a station, the branding. And one of the things that they would like consultants would always talk about is like reflecting back onto the listener what they already know you for. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're having like a nomenclature issue and like, no, it's Leo Gelato and like they're not quite wrapping right, you're like, okay, well, I see what you are wrapping your head around.
Right.
And let's go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Cool colors. That must have been, how long did that take? Because I imagine you're probably
weeks.
Like little Pantones that are like just negligibly different.
We're tired of choosing colors. But no, we landed on 4 or 5 and we've just run with it with all of our branding, and we've got some new flavors, and we've even changed up even from our first rendition, how we're for packaging, we're using some different colors, and
Yeah.
that's really been helping us out. And then we've got these new ice cream sandwiches, which we're stoked
I
on.
can't wait to
and-
talk about those and
So
eat
amazing.
those. Chris, black and white for your logo.
Yeah,
It's easy.
it's easy.
Did you ever think about colors?
Yeah. We wanted to keep it black and white.
Yeah.
Along the lines of branding, like when you do look at a shelf and you see all these colors,
Yeah.
and like the black and white always seem to stand out.
Yeah.
So we kind of just hung in with that since the beginning.
I think for what you're doing, it's perfect. I think
Yeah.
for ice cream, what you're doing is perfect. You know what I mean? Like you look at these ice creams, if you just look at the shelf, like it's like wine labels. Like there's so much thoughtfulness in like the way that they visually sell this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, with the colors and all that. What are your obviously green is in your logo, right, Jennifer?
So we do have green. We're a lot of yellow and orange.
Yeah. Yellow and orange. That's Don't they say there's certain colors that are like for food, you know, or like for restaurants or for this or for that.
But
There's
hit
like
certain tones in your brain.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
science,
totally
man.
cool.
Yeah.
I love it. So we have Leo here. We have Groves on 41. We have Mighty Cat Mushroom, and Open Farm Days is this weekend. Before we break down both Jennifer with Groves on 41 and Chris going on over there at Mighty Cat Mushroom, let's talk about Jennifer this weekend, because this weekend is a special weekend. FARMstead had all these farmers, and they're all rolling back the gates for us.
This is what's really exciting. So this is our 6th year now. It's an opportunity for, people come in to our booths at Farmers Market or come to the farms and they ask, when can I see them? What can I do? And it's really hard because we're all small family farms and family businesses with operations. We have to, operate, we've got to keep the business going. And so to create this trail and have a great map that's got everybody's information and contact, but why not find a time where everyone can just come in? And so it actually was originally Open Farm Day. It was one day, and then it became Open Farm Day with a kickoff on Friday night, and then it became Open Farm Days because people wanted to get to North County. They wanted to get to South County. They wanted to, we were able to greet people and throw a party on Friday in Paso. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. So it's just grown year over year, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, it's really fun that everyone's kind of doing something, pretty unique. And I'm kind of curious, like what we're all going to be doing. Chris, what are you going to be doing for Open Farm Days when people register and come in?
Yeah. So this year we're doing a little bit different from last year. I think this is our 4th year or our 5th year.
I think your 4th year.
I think our 4th year. And this year we're expected a very large crowd, which we're super excited about. I mean, literally record. Should we even say how many people are RSVP'd?
So before we do that, what we'll say is the ticket it's free, and, which is what we've not done before. And this is an
That's true.
opportunity.
This is the first year for that.
Yeah, there's always been a per person price.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do was just literally open the floodgates. And what that's done is that's given us an opportunity to sell over 2,600 tickets.
So over 2,600 people have registered.
Exactly.
But we'll obviously to be determined what happens
It's
on
easy
the
to
weekends.
change plans and whatnot. So we
But
don't know.
you have a lot of people interested in this event, is what we can say.
Exactly.
This is
so
a huge
exciting.
draw.
Amazing.
This is like,
Yeah.
I mean, people usually buy like that last week or
For
purchase
sure
the
here.
free tickets.
Yeah.
So
No one
I could-
decides in SlowCal what they're doing until like the week before.
right, or the
Like the
day,
day of.
you know.
Yeah, right.
I could see this thing hitting 3,000. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. I
That's
think it's going to
cool.
be 3K.
But those are all people that even if they don't make it, they're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't go that weekend. We're going to be up there next weekend. Or, oh, I have free
Yeah.
time tomorrow.
Great point.
Let me see if that farm's available.
And it kind of brings up agritourism. I mean, like here we are, and everyone is doing it in their own way here. And I can't wait to talk about how both of you are specifically with the places like, with the Groves on 41. But I mean, these mushroom tours, we were walking in this Locale studio, and Molly Cana was like, oh, yeah, no, my in-laws, they went up there and they went on the tour of yours.
Yeah. No,
It's going to be a thing.
it's
Yeah.
becoming a thing because
Really
is
fun.
It's really unique. It's not often that you get like full exposure into a mushroom farm because usually it's all closed doors, like most farms. That's not something they're going to open up to the public. So like Open Farm Days is a really good opportunity to come in and see all of these amazing farms, like full transparency. And that was kind of our goal with the new location over in Tin City.
Yeah.
Is building it out so it was a show facility. We wanted to premise education and showing people like this is how we grow our mushrooms, talk about industry, talk about cooking, medicinal, and kind of wrap that up in a tight little 1 hour tour package deal to really just inform people about the mushroom industry. I mean, there's so much buzz on mushrooms right now, and it seems to just keep growing and growing. because people are really interested in it. And it's hard to, for some people to convey like proper information. Like there's so much advertising out there about take this, take that, and you just don't know about it. And so our goal is really to set the record straight and get people knowledgeable about mushrooms.
Yeah.
General, so.
Did you get in at the perfect time, or if you wished, would you have even gotten even earlier?
So I've done some of these talks before, some of these podcasts, and did it with Rich over at Coast, and he brought up a very good thing. He said,
"You did a show. I got to watch your episode then." He
because we did like a timeline of history, and he goes, "I just want to bring one thing up," and he's like, "Timing, man." And I was like, "Yeah." So like the 3 industries that I was in before growing mushrooms, it was in a decline, and naturally I got out of it, not thinking about it, but just the way that it went. And so then it declined. And right as I got out of the wine industry, it started to kind of hurt a little bit, but mushrooms took over before it was even booming. This is like 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 2020, it was just like this explosion because people were at home, they were growing mushrooms, they were getting into it. And then a lot of research came out that was starting to, pin the nutritional value and how good they are and the versatility, and just people fell in love with it. And so we, like you said, that timing, it just was like we were in the right spot at the right time, and we continue to be that way, and establishing that we're a legit.
I feel like every time I see you in the studio, you got a new product. Like now with these tinctures, and I took a little mouthful of your tincture that I think he's going to give you.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It makes you. You're like, woo! It was like it makes you feel alive.
Mushrooms are so versatile in so many different added value programs that, like, the next big one we want to talk about is olive oil. We've talked about it a little bit. And it's just, it comes down to cash flow, capital, and building that stockpile up to do it. So, some people have minimum orders, and it's like, several $1,000s to do the program. So we're conservatively adding more and more Mighty Cap mushroom products. I was just on the phone with...
You're calling that conservative? I hear
yeah.
It's impressive.
You have to take baby steps, but, it's I want to have, everything in that store, Mighty Cap mushroom, collabed if I can, or made or grown from us with other people. And so it's just really good to have some stuff like that.
It's almost when you have like Gina in here, like, what can we put olive oil in? What can we put lavender in? What can we get mushrooms in? You know what I mean? Like
we have, I could tell you what we are coming out with. It's actually,
let's do it. Let's break news right now. Go ahead.
Ready?
Please.
So we're launching our Mighty Cap mushroom umami sauce. It's a red tomato-based sauce.
Really?
Labeling just got printed yesterday. They're getting stuck on tomorrow.
Like for pasta?
Pasta, pizza, rice bowls, marinades.
How shroomy is it?
It's not like cream of mushroom shroomy. Okay. It's umami. So it's like,
what color is it?
It's red.
Okay, yeah. So it is like a red, like a pasta sauce.
Garlic. There's no preservatives in it. No, it's all made here locally in Paso.
Who'd you partner with?
We're working with Reaper Foods.
Okay.
So met him at the farmer's market and just got into talking to him. And I'm like, hey, do you want to formulate a new sauce for us? He's like, I'd love to. So we're doing super small batch right now, which makes it affordable. But we're getting ready to launch that like before the FARMstead Ed program.
And how do you do that? Do you go like, oh, I just need to hire someone to do this and I put my mushrooms in and it's all good? Or do you go, hey, I haven't done this. Do you want to partner up and like, let's see what we can kind of roll the dice together? Like, how do you how does one person like to collab?
So being a visionary and thinking of all the things that we can do with mushrooms, it's just kind of like picking that product and doing tests over it over and over again. And, me being pretty comfortable in the kitchen, it's all these like food products that I love to use. And I'm like, man, what else can we make? And so you just start playing around with it. And you're like, this is really good. In friends and family, try this out. Oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm like, and I love the branding part, and I love the design, the packaging. And so this thing that's coming out, this item that's coming out, going to hit the shelves pretty soon here.
It's a sauce.
It's pretty, it's
like
pretty
in a
badass.
jar.
Yeah. I can show you a picture.
Yeah, show me a picture.
I literally took pictures of it yesterday.
What are you calling it?
It's called the Mighty Cap Mushroom Umami Sauce.
Umami sauce.
Yeah. So here it is.
And you put it on spaghetti. You put it on pasta.
It looks great.
That looks awesome.
Nice.
Nailed it.
So,
that's a deep red.
Deep red,
like crimson colored sauce.
Yeah, it's dark red. It's got killer information on it.
What mushrooms in there?
We're using shiitakes.
Okay,
so that's why you get that deep umami flavor in there. And I mean, literally, the kids were eating it. We're putting it on everything from pizza to pasta, marinating it with meat. It's really
fun.
really,
Okay.
Yeah.
And this will be sold out of your spot, but then you want to get it in other spots, like going in the grocery stores
it'll
or the
hit
co-ops?
stores
Or...
once we, production's small with where we're having it made. So
Give it to the co-op.
it would
so I
have
can
to
get some.
Yeah.
I love the co-op.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll look into that and hit stores that'll take it.
Fun.
So
I love it. Well, good for
Exciting.
you. That's rad. Olive oil, Groves on 41. Tell me the latest, and let's talk olive oil for a second, because
The
this
legend.
This is another one of those things.
The
that, like,
award-winning legend of the
obviously
Central
like
Coast.
a wine region, but you go, wow, do we do olive oil really good here? And do you?
do. You know what? Olive oil has gone through that early stage as well, where people were trying to figure it out. What do they do with it besides just grow it? It doesn't require a lot of water. The trees are moderately hardy. So yeah, let's just do it. And then more and more health research was coming out. Same thing. How good is it for not just your skin, not just your food, but it's the memory, it's the polyphenols, the oleocanthal. And so it's been a lot of fun over the years. We've actually been doing it now for, goodness gracious, 13, 14 years now, 15 years. It's amazing. But it's right now we're looking at our crop and trying to figure out if it's going to be large, if it's going to be small. Olives are off here producing. So every year you're kind of biting your nails going, which trees really want to push. And this year in one of our fields, we did a little more pruning and had a great crop last year. Beautiful oil, great flavors, great polyphenols, award winning, of course. And then the other field was kind of quiet and, hung back.
Yeah.
And this year it's powering through. So it'll still be a little bit smaller crop because it's a smaller field, but it's going to be awesome.
And you do this once a year too?
Once a year, one harvest a
Just
year.
like wine.
Yeah.
And when will we likely harvest these olives?
It depends on what that weather's going to do out there.
Yeah.
We have had such a mild summer, then a mild winter, and now we've had this like crazy weird spring where we've had rain, and which didn't help the bloom any, and then a little bit of heat, and then it cooled down, and it's gonna be cool for a couple of weeks. So the olives aren't really growing right now. So
what do you want? Like, I know what the wine men and women want.
What's
What
the
do you?
ideal?
Yeah, like
What's ideal?
Let's pretend no wine growers listening. If you could have this climate, however it would help your olives, what would you do?
So the olives versus the farmer, two totally different responses. The olives need the heat. They need it. They love it. We have the most amazing climate for it. So the hot days, the cool nights, it's perfect. So yeah, unfortunately, the olives really are going to be looking for some summer heat.
Like 90s, 100s?
90s into hundreds. Now, the other reason that the olives and the farmers want the hundreds, there's only one reason for that, is that some of the pests don't survive past 100 degrees.
Yeah.
So once you hit about high 90s into 100, you don't have as much of the fruit fly, which is great. But once you hit the mid 90s to the 100s, you have farmers that are like, peace out. I'm going to the storage room where it's nice and cold. I'm going to work on some bottling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. That's so interesting. So you would love it really just ripping hot.
We need it ripping hot for a little bit, not too much. I mean, because then, of course, if it's that hot, you've got to do more watering. And when you've got to do more watering, you've got to check more irrigation. So, I mean, it's a constant day-to-day operation. So, yes, we do need some good heat. And then we need some good, cool nights and days in the fall.
Yeah, I know.
We want it perfect.
That would be nice to harvest once a year or a segment of the year instead of every
You're
single
just like
day.
night and day.
Every single day.
365.
I mean,
there
you
is
have to
no
have,
stop.
and that means Christmas, someone's working.
Dude, I'm there. Dude, I usually have me and one guy, and we're there in
But
the
what
morning.
if we talk about this idea? I've talked to business owners and entrepreneurs about the idea of being system dependent over people dependent. And if Mighty Cat Mushrooms can't handle a day without Chris, how people dependent is it versus system dependent?
So it ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes I'll take one for the team and take those harder days that everybody does one off and just jump in there as a business owner, as I do. But we have progressively, scaled the business in a way so it isn't dependent on me.
It's tough.
And it's hard because it's a sense of relinquishing control.
Yeah.
It's a sense of just, hey, look, I can't speak highly enough about my team. They're phenomenal. We actually have 3 new guys right now.
Oh, cool.
So, and they're learning, and the learning curve's long, but we're progressing in the right direction. So, I want to be on that more visionary side, the building side, and I'm locked into sales every day, though. That's
Yeah.
just my deal.
It's just like your heart.
Yeah.
Did you ever struggle with that, Nikolai, with Leo Gelato?
yeah.
Like,
It's
how do I make this not Nikolai dependent when it always is, but how are we going to, scale in that smart way? This might have been part of what you were thinking in your reimagining.
well, yeah. You can also make the mistake of making things too autonomous and hiring too many people,
Yeah.
and then trying to put too much money into scaling and growing. But yeah, I don't know. I think our solution was to really, autonomize some processes and rely heavily on a lot of the applications that are out there. We do a lot of direct distribution to our customers, and
Right.
instead of having a spreadsheet that you're filling in and doing all this, for even if it's a couple $100 a month, like it saves you an enormous amount of time capturing orders, processing orders, capturing payments, all that stuff. And then on the manufacturing side, it was actually crazy. We applied for a grant from the USDA. We were invited to participate in. And at first I was just going to go for the, smallest grant that they had to offer.
Yeah.
And I hadn't sent it out yet. And the deadline was 4 hours from the time that I'd really thought about doing this or not. Was it worth my time? I had never written a grant before. And I spoke to Reggie at Central Coast Creamery and asked him, I need some guidance. What's your input on how to do this? And he kind of gave me a little bit of some advice. And so I took it and ran with it and just knocked it out. And sure enough, we were awarded $405,000.
No way.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
That's a
which was
rad.
insane.
Yeah.
And so the caveat though was we had 1 year to spend the money, and then I had to
I'll figure it out, dude.
I had to come up with the cash first. So I'm applying for lines of credit, and bringing in the money, spending it, and then submitting the bill, hoping that I get reimbursed before.
Man.
And just working with the
Sketchy.
vendors and with everybody. We had vendors in Denmark and all over the place.
And that must have really helped level things up, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And it's improved the quality of the product. I can freeze 600 gallons an hour now of finished product.
Wow.
Whoa.
So
Where are you doing all this out
Flash
of?
freeze.
I'm in the same little building that my dad and I, overhauled with a skid steer. We took out office space and built out a dairy on 21st Street. So we're
Oh my gosh.
we're still there.
Wow.
That's so cool. Well, now, how are you participating, in obviously FARMstead Ed, but open farm days? I mean, is there places we can...
FARMstead has been amazing. Lynette is such a powerhouse, and she's changed the lives of a lot of people, gotten us in front of a lot of people and opportunities. But for Open Farm Day, it's our first time participating. We're going to have all of our equipment sort of running, and so we'll invite everybody in and just kind of give everybody a little bit of the layout of the land, and and then we'll kind of walk through the paces of what we're doing, and then we'll fire up some of the equipment, and so people get a chance to see how the machines actually sort of work. And
The big ice cream machines?
yeah,
How cool.
and fill some pints and
Wow. Oh, we
they'll-
got to do a show out there.
yeah,
This sounds like so much fun.
So they'll be able to fill those out, and then we'll take them home. I am working on trying to get, because Cal Poly is our dairy partner, so we pick up.
Cool.
Yeah, I bought an old water buffalo. It's a military trailer for potable water.
No way.
And it was all fabricated into a licensed dairy trailer. And so we pick up fresh milk from them. And long story short, I'm working on trying to get them to bring in maybe some dairy cows.
Wow.
No way.
That'd be cool.
That's
We'll
awesome.
see if we can get it
Yeah.
done. But if it doesn't happen this year, we'll definitely make
That's
a priority
cool.
next year. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We're still trying to figure out how to make this customer experience. I was just surprised that there were even people interested in seeing what we're doing. Because,
Of course.
it's like,
Yeah, we look
you're
at like
just-
Edo doing the tours. You doing the tours. People love it.
They want to know where it's coming from.
Yeah, but
people
you
are
guys
interested.
they do such an awesome job. I've been to, Groves 41 and their tours, and it's a beautiful property, and it's just amazing. And then we went to Chris's place last year. We brought the whole family, and we did the tour, and it was amazing. And it was just cool to see just all the products that he was doing and all the stuff that he does, where you can grow these mushroom kits at home, which are super cool. And so for me, it was, I don't know. I mean, these are my stainless steel machines.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Eat it up.
trench
People eat
day
it
in
up.
and day out.
He doesn't realize every time I've gone in to go and get just one pint, I'm like, can I just go to the store and get it? Can I just pop in? And I'm looking in and it's like, wait, this is magic. What's in that? Oh, look how big that freezer is. And there's so much
cool.
magic to everything, especially, I mean, and it looks beautiful when you do it too.
Yeah,
It's-
well-
I mean, it's amazing.
We'll have we have 40-foot C-train freezers. So we used to do the barefoot challenge. Who could stand in the freezer with barefoot
Oh,
the
man.
longest?
Nice.
I feel like I got Fred
minus
Flintstone
10.
feet. I
you
think I can do it.
You
I
can
bet
run
I
that
can.
one? You think
For a
you can
little
run
bit.
that one?
I can do that for a
That
little
one.
bit.
We just thought it'd be funny to just see the kids if they want to chest it out without their
Yeah.
socks on.
Yeah.
So,
What is it?
Purple
Negative
feet.
10?
Yeah, -10.
Nice.
Oh my! How much does that cost a month to cool down?
My PG&E bill was $5,000 last month.
Wow! I was
gosh.
gonna say like that's why you need that
that's
USDA
double.
grant.
PG&E is not doing us any favors, but it's okay. It's all for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Now
That's
I
like
mean,
double what we pay.
yeah, right. I mean, but you have. Well, where do you need to keep things?
We're 5,000 square feet, all conditioned, every room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and you need to be what at a certain humidity, certain
Yeah.
temperature.
we have 6 AC units
Do
running.
all of your rooms need to be the same or different?
Grow rooms are on their own units. Office is its own. Retail is its own. Lobby has its own. Lab has its own.
But for the
and
mushrooms, like, what do they
incubation,
need? What is like? Because I think
Six-
like you like walk in, it's like it's very contained. It feels like you're in a
Yeah.
bunch of hazmat stuff.
65 is a good
Yeah.
level to hit degrees. That 85, 90% relative humidity.
Mm.
So kind of average that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the systems we built, which are pretty rad, is they like kind of what I learned in the wine industry is night cooling. So we've designed these computers that will pull outside air for free, essentially, when the temperature is within parameter. And if it gets too hot,
It
the
closes.
louver closes,
Nice.
and then it pulls from inside the lobby, which is its second phase. And
Oh.
if inside the lobby is too hot or too cold, then the AC unit turns on.
Nice.
We have
That's
like
smart.
2 different ways. That's why
Yeah.
our bill is like pretty.
Because there's
efficient.
like relative humidity, and I learned this when I was in Zihuatanejo, and I'm reading. It was really humid, like muggy humid.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the weather at home here in SLO, and it was like the same relative humidity. I'm like, well, what's the difference? And I learned about dew point then.
Yeah.
And dew point's really that feeling that makes you feel like
You're
just like
sticky.
Sweaty.
Yeah, it's horrible, right?
Yeah.
So, but your stuff doesn't feel muggy in there.
No, it's because there's so much fresh air exchange in the rooms.
Mhm.
And so that's one of the biggest challenges, keeping humidification up at a certain level to where the mushrooms don't dry out because
Yeah.
they need so much fresh air
Right.
at the same time.
Interesting.
So it's a balance. It's an art
Yeah.
for sure.
That's super
Wow.
cool. What are we doing out this weekend, Jennifer Tallent?
So we are going to be doing a tasting, a full lineup of all of our olive oils. So we have our Arbequina, which is our extra virgin, and then we still have 12 different flavors. So we can take it from the hot and spicy to the sweet and savory and kind of go through the whole lineup, and then offering tours, because if they've got the time and they want to see the trees, we want to take them out there.
Yeah.
We want them to see where the fruit's actually coming from. And right now we're in a perfect season because we have little baby olives out there.
Oh,
so
that's
nice.
so cool.
Yeah,
Do people
yeah.
shoot olive oil like just a drink, or do they dip bread in it? What's the thing to do?
Everything.
They do
Absolutely
whatever.
everything. Yeah. So what I'm really excited about, I've actually been selling more of our large bottles at Farmers Market than even my smaller guys. The small ones are great for that tourist market that you've
Yeah,
got
the
in
grab and
the
go.
Yeah,
Paso
pour
and
some of that,
Templeton
Chris.
areas.
Yeah.
So those are, grab this one. That's that extra virgin.
Okay.
So we've got, they're taking that because they want to have it for health. Of course they want to use it in cooking, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm even getting the youngest customers out there that are really excited because they just want to do something right and start it right.
Yeah.
And then getting their parents involved as well. So they're bringing the whole family
Thanks,
in.
dude.
So who remembers how to taste olive oil?
Let's remind each other.
Please, I need the education.
Yeah.
All right. So, yep, you're going to sniff.
You having one too?
Yes, of
Okay.
course.
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Because, I don't get enough, right?
Right. It's
So
in
what
your
you want
blood.
to do,
It's in your blood.
You take a little shot every day.
you know what? I don't, but that's because I literally put olive oil in everything. So
Yeah.
my salad dressings, my eggs, the most healthy you're going to have it is going to be in the raw form. But when you cook it, you're going to lose some of
Yeah.
those health.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still a good oil to consume.
How come
So,
sometimes when you drink it, it feels a little scratchy?
Like
so
peppery.
that pepperiness,
Yeah,
that is.
okay.
So I expect that each of you are going to go ahead and you're going to smell it.
Yep.
You're going to sip it and you're going to slurp it. You're going to aerate it just like you do wine throughout your whole palate. There you go. That was a good slurp. Who was that?
I think that was Battles, yeah.
Nice. So you're going to do that. And you should get that little tickle at the back of your throat.
Yeah.
So this oil has got a
So
great green pepper
coating.
flavor on the front.
Just feel
And
it go
then,
down.
Yeah.
yep, that's the polyphenols. That's the good part of the olive oil.
Polyphenols.
Yes, that's what's going to make you tickle. So back in the olden days, before they had the whole chemistry analysis, it was the coffer. It was a 1 coffer, 2 coffer. 3
Yes.
coffer was higher polyphenol. So yeah, it was, I mean, that's kind of the old way to do it. Now we do it all with science.
Yeah. So interesting. Okay. So this one is your normal, this is we're putting on everything, or is this kind
Everything.
of still very special? Or how, because people get a little bit precious sometimes with their olive oil. You might buy expensive one, and then when you're at home, you're like, well, I don't know if I want to use that one right now.
That's
you know,
my
how,
finishing one. Or that's my cooking
how
one,
do we
or-
do it? How do we do it?
Well, okay, so really this could be used for everything, but we do we recognize that the budget is tight, especially sometimes it's a little bit worse than others. Time of year, environment, whatever else is going on. The most important thing is to know where your oil is coming from. So there are oils out there locally or throughout California and even internationally that you just want to make sure that you're consuming something that is 100% olive oil. You can see some of the large warehouses, they may have extra virgin olive oil, but on the label it actually says 5 or 15% extra virgin.
What's the rest of it?
That's the thing.
That's the question.
Fentanyl. What is it?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's so that's the thing. Is it
it's-
sunflower oil? Is it vegetable oil?
Yeah,
is it
they're-
safflower
it's the
oil?
same thing with
okay.
What is
mushrooms.
it?
Really?
With
we-
mushrooms.
Remember
with
the bill
avocado?
that we tried to
Yes.
get passed?
Yeah, so the farm bill.
It was the farm bill, and it was olive oil, and it
Mm-hmm.
was mushrooms on it. And like all of us got together on this bill in California and sent it off to legislation to get like looked at. And they obviously they kicked it to the curb
We've been doing it for a decade.
Forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
because the majority of the market, whether it's olive oil, mushrooms, and in most commodities, like we tell people on our tours that 85% of all the mushrooms in the United States, 85%, that's a huge piece of the pie, is not even from the United States. It's imported.
Wow.
So it's imported at different stages, and then either in olive oil it's mixed in,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's finished in whatever state, they can call it California grown olive oil, California grown mushrooms, USA, and you're like, dude, this is not even from here. This doesn't taste right.
That's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Even
wow.
further than
It's
that, I
crazy.
mean, you think about, so this is one of my favorite pieces. We do a lot of education. We work with Cass Winery and do all their olive oil education,
yeah.
which is great because the amount of people that actually want to come in, local and visitors, corporations, everything, team building. So we go through, but my favorite thing to tell them is that if you look at the map and you think about your grocery store and it all says Italian olive oil. So just in the US, I mean, just take that down to the West Coast. How many stores have Italian olive oil in them? And look at Italy. How big is Italy? There's no way that it
Sure.
can
Produce. They can't
it
produce.
can't
Yeah, right.
produce that much Italian olive oil. So what happens is it gets, pulled from whatever country throughout the world, thrown into a container. It docks in Italy for a minute.
Mhm.
It can do an overnight, and the U.S. allows it to come in and be called Italian
Oh
olive
my
oil.
gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
So it's
insane.
there's no
wild.
truth in labeling, and the honey
Yeah.
industry is dealing with this.
Yep,
I mean,
honey as well.
it's amazing. So the farm bill is so important for people to understand, and this is when we start getting on our soapboxes.
Why won't they let it go through?
Because there's so much money behind it.
Oh,
They
really?
have
Follow
so much.
the
I
money.
mean, you got to think
Yep.
about how many billions of dollars are in the annual revenue for just olive oil
Like all
mushrooms
the-
alone.
So you're saying like all these big food companies?
The
They have
large importers,
Unilever.
Huge
Oh.
people on the
Yeah.
back end.
the
Like,
importers,
disrupting that market was just insane.
and they've made their own organization. So in olive oil, we have a certification, and the importers have made their own sticker to say that they are certified. And you don't necessarily know where it's coming
They still
from.
get around it.
Mm,
They still get
Yeah.
around it.
Mm.
It's crazy.
unbelievable. All right, have we talked about what you guys are all doing for this weekend?
I think
Did
so.
I leave anyone
Yeah.
out?
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
good.
taking everybody in.
Yeah, you're bringing.
Yeah.
Bring them
it
all in. You
Come
can go
on
to the
in.
cold. You
Yeah.
can go to the heat.
Yeah.
And let's all kind of go down the line, like when we're not doing open farm days, well, how are we sharing the ranch, Jennifer? How are we sharing experiences, things to do, places, all that stuff?
So we're really lucky. We have a vacation rental,
Yeah.
and we have guests come in, and they are driving through this beautiful driveway down the trees, and And
Your
it's
property is amazing.
a bit like
by
a
the way.
Disney. Thank you so much.
beautiful.
You forget until you come in with the vision of a guest, and so it's really fun. But we have the vacation rental, we do education, we do a lot of offsite education, and then farmers markets, and then of course any opportunity that we have within FARMstead Ed, California Grown, Slow Cal. We work with them a ton, whether it's markets or classes or media tours. So just getting out there and really just telling people, even if it's not us, that it's somebody where you're getting to know your farmer. Go to your markets, go to the small stores, the co-ops, those things, and get to know who they are and
ask
understand
questions.
why.
Like people are afraid, to ask, like, where is this coming from?
Right.
I mean, I can tell you several markets here locally that are still importing Chinese and Canadian mushrooms. It's saddening, but they're just like, they don't want it.
Yeah.
Or they don't want to support the local mushrooms because it's expense,
Yeah.
We're 3 times as much, for the stuff that does get imported.
And that goes right back to the question you were asking. How do you decide which oil? How do you decide which,
Price.
what are you going to serve for dessert? What are you going to have when you bring your friends in?
Price is often a thing for folks.
It's very important, which is why we all do different sizes. We try and reach our audience in different directions. And sometimes it is just a special meal. Sometimes it's a special opportunity or occasion. But, just as long as you know where it's coming from, you're going to decide with your pocket where you want your health to be and where you want your taste to be.
Yeah.
It's a battle because you're like competing in the open market. You got to sell at a certain price and then people won't look. And at Mighty Cap, we really tried to keep the prices as affordable as possible because we do as much as we can from here so we can absorb some of the costs. But it's hard. It's hard.
Is it hard to manage? Because you're getting you're sending probably boxes all over the country.
All over the U.S. Yeah. We looked at that, our grow kit market, it's one of the biggest things we ship nationwide. And there's a lot of kits out there that are in the $30 range. Ours is $25, but we do bulk discounts. We do subscriptions. So we really throw some discounts on top of there. But then again, we make it here. We make it fresh. It's guaranteed to grow. So we can be at that lower price point to get, and it's $25. You're going to get 2 pounds of mushrooms.
Yeah, right.
Are you kidding me?
And it's fun. It's kind of fun when you get a chance to do it.
You got to put in a week worth of time, a little bit of work, and boom, you're feeding a family of 4, off of one kit.
That's pretty cool.
It's a cool experience.
What about, Niccolo, what are we doing over there at Leo, outside of farm days? This weekend's going to be fun, but what else?
Yeah, I mean, you can find us around the county. We service restaurants, Mercy's, Ducky's, Avila, Market. We just got into, Valley Fresh in Atascadero. I just spoke to Carl over at Spencer's Market in Morro Bay. So that's been great. I'm working with distributors. We did go national with a pizza house called Slice House Pizza by Tony Gimignani. He's a 13-time world champion pizza, chef. And so he's been great. So we're trying to grow in the food service world, retail space.
So this guy's got a popular pizza restaurant, a few of them all over the country.
It's a franchise that he started up.
And then we're the
Gelato brand.
You're the Gelato brand inside.
Yeah.
That's great.
He picked us up at the Pizza Expo, which was, you got to come. I don't know if you...
Pizza Expo.
Pizza Expo?
You had me at Pizza
You're
Expo.
all
Wait a
about
minute.
to be great.
Yeah.
How did we miss out?
Wasn't there just
pizza.
one? Wasn't there a big one just recently?
Yeah, every year in March.
Did you brought some plastic, some little wooden
did.
spoons?
I don't know.
I want to take a piece of ice cream and put it in with this olive oil.
There you go.
There
We've
Best
got,
way to do it.
they got the sandwiches.
I want to
This
try the
might be
sandwich
a little
too.
too soft
That's
now.
perfect. It's
That's okay, we'll
soft.
figure it
out.
Yeah.
If you guys want to put them in the little
great.
cups
So
there.
is that gelato or is that ice cream?
This is gelato.
I've had that. I've had the gelato. I want to taste your ice cream.
Yeah. So this is really soft too, but we can...
We'll do it.
Get
It's
it,
fine.
dude.
We can manage this.
We got napkins.
Oh, there you go. Is there olive oil in there?
No, you can just, and then we've got all the flavors
this is-
too.
this
I've
is
got
straight up
cinnamon,
vanilla?
peanut
All
butter.
right. So as
This
we
is
get
vanilla.
into this, open farm days, GT, last little reminders. What do we need to know?
So last reminders, the biggest thing is go on our website, farmsteaded.com, and reserve your ticket. It's free, but you have to make a reservation. No matter where you go, you're going to get checked in.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we've got you on the list. Each farm is different. You can go to the map on the website and you can actually plan your route.
Yeah, the
so you
map
can
is
see
so awesome.
How rad is it? You can
Super
actually
interactive.
see the amount of time it's going to take you to get from one farm to the next. So, and then you can plan your route and then just look at all the different classes. Each of the farms are doing something different, whether it's a class or a grow your own or a get an olive tree and all these different things. It's a lot of fun.
animals.
Don't cut that
as
whole thing. I want
animals.
to bite with the cookie. I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
I'm like, what is he?
He's going in.
He's just. Oh, you got another one. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, this has been so much fun.
Should we throw some candy cat powder on there?
Oh my gosh,
you
yes.
brought that?
Should we?
Dude,
Yes, please.
Tell me about this candy
This
cat
is
powder really quick.
amazing.
This is a dried mushroom that literally smells like brown
There's
sugar.
another
Incredible.
product potential collab here happening here.
Oh wow.
Possibly. I literally were just talking this morning, so
Yeah.
that's how fresh this is.
No way. How fun. So you're going to, and I love how SlowCal does this, right? We have these two folks, and you're going to say, I got this mushroom, this dried mushroom, this candy cap. It literally smells like brown sugar, and you're going to what?
God, that smells
Put it in
amazing.
Make an ice cream
Let
about
me
it.
grab a spoon right there.
A mushroom ice cream?
Yep.
Yeah, dude. So like, this is the little topper on there.
So you would like mix it in like a milkshake? Like it would be like flavored?
We're kind of trying to figure that out. I mean, the idea actually might be to
that powder
infuse.
is what's really good.
Well, the idea might have been to. We kind of were talking about a couple features. First off, we want the health benefits to come through, and then of course we want the flavor profile to also come through.
One more.
Did you ever get into the, really quick? Because I have a ADHD thought really quick.
Yeah.
Did you ever get into like the coffee? That became hot, Chris.
Yeah,
People doing like coffee alternatives?
There's a lot of fake coffee out there.
Okay.
So just real quick, we're working with a company called La Repubblica Coffee, and they're one of the OGs of making the original mushroom coffee.
Okay. I've seen those ads.
And real short, most coffees are used with what's called myceliated grain, which is the growing medium only, and not the actual mushroom, which we call the fruit body. And so this line of products from La Repubblica is all fruit body. It's made from the real mushroom.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, we sell a ton of it.
I love it. All right.
Yeah,
And
it's
we're back.
online. Yeah. I don't know. See, this is a trial run right here. I don't know how this is going to be.
All right. So Niccolo, continue. We're putting this mushroom in ice cream. Go ahead.
No, so we were talking. We wanted to have sort of a couple properties. We wanted the flavor profile to come
Not
through,
really getting it.
And the health benefits to be there.
and the health benefits to be there. So the tincture is one way where we put in a few drops, and then we're trying to figure out which mushroom we want to use for the flavor, and here we go.
It's so interesting.
Yeah. I
You
need
do get
more.
that
I need more, a little bit.
Mhm.
But you get the smell and aroma in there, but I need my grinder to really like.
Are you going to make it in the ice cream as well?
really
Or
good.
Also, you have
just
a
do
really
it?
complex vanilla. I mean, your vanilla almost has like some vanilla bean flavoring. Like it tastes really good.
It's Cook's Vanilla. You know Cook's
Yeah.
Vanilla
That's
the
our
one in the
neighbor.
store.
in Paso.
Oh, no, I don't know them. Yeah, they're awesome.
In like 1904, on the corner of Nicholas
It's got complexity. It's good.
and Creston. There's a random building across the street from Food for Less.
Yeah.
It's been sitting there for over 100 years. And the founder, his daughter took it over. They bought the property for like $2,000 back then.
And they make vanilla?
And they make the most amazing vanilla. And they do it
It's
for
an incredible tour as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That's
so
we
cool.
get the vanilla from them, and it's awesome.
That's so cool. I love all the little collabs here. What are your final thoughts, Chris?
A lot more on there. I just did a bunch on there, and I'm getting the flavor of the mushroom, more of the mushroom, the candy cap in there. It looks cool just a little bit on there, but definitely first run.
I'm interested in the tinctures. I'm interested to see where this collab goes.
Yeah.
And these will be great because it's going to be like the first like healthy. Not saying that Gelato is healthy already, but
they save the people who eat ice cream at least like once a week. They're
longer.
very happy people.
Yeah.
They takes the stress away.
But yeah, a dose of this in there, so you get like one full.
I love that.
daily
I'm going to buy
dose.
one of those. I love
Yeah,
those.
I'll hook you up. Man.
That's so rad.
No, guy.
Those are great.
And then Jennifer, we use her olive oil too. We do all sorts of fun tastings. Olive oil is a great topping to put on ice cream and gelato.
Sure.
So
Yeah, you can't go wrong with all of
Yeah.
them.
No. How many different flavors are we doing? Over a dozen?
We've got I believe it's a dozen now.
Wow.
Yeah. And we keep trying to pare it down.
Yeah.
And every time we do, people come back and they're like, where's the tangerine? Where's this? Where's that? And it's like, okay, fine. I guess we'll keep it. And
How
we
do you
just
flavor it?
So we use an extract oil at the time of bottling because we want to keep everything as extra virgin olive oil. We also have to be careful with the temperature. Luckily, our square footage is much smaller. But so we keep everything extra virgin because we don't know what's going to sell at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be garlic was the number one, and then lemon was number
That's so
one.
interesting.
So you
Yeah.
want to make sure that you've got it, as you need it. So we bottle about once a month just to keep up with the times and keep it fresh. And so we use an extract oil. in the cinnamon, which by the way won a gold in LA.
Nice.
So there's like 9 drops of a flavoring in there. And then we fill the bottle and pack it up and send it on its way.
What's the website?
thegroveson41.com.
Mighty Cat Mushrooms.
MightyCatMushrooms.com.
And what about you?
Yeah, leogelato.com.
I love it very much.
Yeah.
I love all you guys. It's so great to have you in here.
So
Yeah,
much.
thanks for
Happy
hosting
Open
us.
Farm Days.
So
Yes.
Friday, just to recap. So Friday night, it's a 3-day event, right? Just to remind you guys, it's Friday night. There's going to be
Downtown Paso,
27
at the
booths,
park.
right? 30.
Yeah, this is
It's
the
gonna be a
largest
blast.
Friday
30
night
booths.
party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great meet and greet just downtown.
So we're going to have all the farmers come to you right at the park.
Yeah, you can check us out, kind of get a prereq of what's going on. Talk to all the farmers right there, and then set the stage for Saturday and
Yeah, see
Sunday.
what you want to do. You can also go to farmstead.com. They got a crazy cool way for you to make your own map.
Yep.
And you
Yeah.
can like Google map your whole route customized to you.
Oh,
You
man.
can see what everyone's doing.
It's amazing, that map thing that
It's
they
pretty
did
rad.
on there.
It's
It's
some
like,
high-tech
well,
stuff.
this is next level.
Yeah, no, that's super cool.
And
Go
yeah,
with
we're,
that.
we're always, I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, but FARMstead Ed now is a nonprofit 401c, right? Am I correct? Is that-
501c3.
Sorry,
Like
501c3.
Yeah.
So
401k? What-
yeah, I
Right.
was like,
405. Who
yeah,
knows? You know.
brain. Scratch that, strike it, reverse it.
Right.
But yeah, it is a nonprofit, and that's the opportunity that we get to have grants, which is how this became a free event, because we have grants and donors and sponsors that have really paved the way for us to really teach people who we are and how we are and where to get your food.
Yeah.
So yeah, to be a nonprofit and be able to share
huge.
it is a huge
that just
opportunity.
happened this year. So if
That's
you know any
super
sponsors
exciting.
out there, we love that there's a link on the website. You can click on there and donate to FARMstead Ed. We'd really appreciate it.
It's a really worthy organization. Check out what Lynette and her team and all these farmers are doing. You can do that this weekend with Open Farm Days. Guys, thank you so much for coming in, for being up and at 'em.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Appreciate you. So much fun.
Thank you.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
I love it. Jennifer, Chris, Niccolo, so much fun. All the links in the show notes. Don't forget, it starts on Friday in the park. All the farmers come to you. And then Saturday and Sunday. So June 19th through the 21st, Open Farm Days. What happens on the farm very much stays on the farm. Okay? Thank you so much to them for coming in. That was so much fun. I love it. All right. I want to thank our friends also, Moonshiner Collective. Original music on this show called Start Again. Stream them wherever you get your music, moonshinercollective.com. Oh, I knew I was ending too early. I do want to thank my friends at the Mountain Air. I want to take a second and do that. But I want to tell you about their shop called the Switchback. So the Switchback is kind of like, I'm not using this, but somebody else should be. You know, they're right there on Marsh Street. They're a couple doors down from the Mountain Air, which is their sister spot. And your stuff gets another run. Somebody else gets maybe their start at it. And what I love about it, it opens the door, making getting outside a little more accessible, a little bit more real for some people. Maybe you're kind of moving into a new hobby, but you don't want to like dive in big with all the equipment. There's a way to start slow. Or maybe again, you're switching hobbies and you're not using this or that anymore. Let someone else get a chance at it. And I love what they're about. The Mountain Air and the Switchback, they're just great people. Josh and Lindsay Herring are just incredible. Check them out, themountaineer.com, and of course, theswitchback.com. The Switchback, San Luis Obispo. Also, while you're bopping around online, check out slowfreeparking.com. We have some restaurants that have partnered up with us to let you know, man, there is free parking downtown Slow. La Esquina, Mama's Meatball, Mistura, a Peruvian. Oh my God, so good. They will hook you up with free parking. Since when have you heard free parking downtown Slow? Since these guys started giving it to you. You can learn more. Go to slowfreeparking.com and link up to my friends at La Esquina, Mama's Meatball, and Mistura. All right, cool. We thank Moonshiner Collective. I love Moonshiner Collective very, very much. Of course, we are recorded at SlowCal Studios in the heart of San Luis Obispo County, California. SlowCal, baby. Where the wine is world class, the people are real, and life is too beautiful to rush. Returns well taken. Visit slowcal.com. That's SLOCAL, slowcal.com. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for connecting here, rating, reviewing, subscribing to the podcast, sharing it with a friend, helping others discover the community here. I'm Adam Montiel. Thanks again for being Up and Adam.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where Let's start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. Let's start again.